We need to display each letter in the word zog.
So we can make a variable to hold this word.
Alright. Next.
Zog is a word.
Try telling that to Zog.
Yeah,
Still, his name is nothing but a string.
right. So to display the letters separately, we need individual letters of the string
How will you do that?
using their index numbers.
Correct. We need a variable which holds the index number.
As the index number of the first letter is 0, we put 0.
Okay, we need a while loop.
So what's the condition to start the loop?
If we print the letters manually, it looks like this.
With index number 0, we display Z. With index number 1, we display O. With index number 2, we display G.
Well, that's your motto, Mr. Manually.
So the loop should start only if the index number is less than 3.
What if the name has 4 letters?
Like Irby?
Which is a name and not a word. Oops, sorry. So the loop will stop after displaying the first 3 letters.
So, Mr. Python will miss the letter Y.
The loop should not stop until the index number is less than 4.
Exactly.
There is a better way to approach this, Theo.
But how?
Maybe you can use the len function in your condition.
But how is it helping us?
Silly. The loop starts if the index number is less than the length of the word.
You are smart as usual.
That I am.
So you start the while loop. What will be its instructions?
Okay, to display the letter, we need a variable which can hold it.
Right. So let's name this variable as letter. Okay, what now?
Now comes the variable which holds the name. Now, to separate the letter, we need index number.
Correct. Let me add 2 square brackets.
And in between the square brackets,
We put another variable which holds the index number.
do not interrupt me.
Okay.
Enough fun. Now look here.
Next, we print the variable which holds the letter.
And finally, we increase the index number by 1.
With this, Mr. Python moves to the index number of the next letter.
Yup.
Time to run the program now.
Amazing! It displays the letter one by one as we wanted.
Alright, let's go through the program.
Cool!
So, we start with index number 0. Next, we check if 0 is less than the length of the word zog.
As it's less than 3, the condition becomes true.
And the loop starts.
Next, Mr. Python moves to the instructions of the loop. We're using the index number 0.
We access letter Z from the word zog.
And put it into a variable.
Next, we ask Mr. Python to display letter Z.
And finally, we increase the index number by 1.
So, the index number now becomes 1.
Next, Mr. Python goes back to check the condition of the loop.
As the condition is true.
It displays letter O and increases the index number by 1.
So, the index number becomes 2.
As 2 is less than 3, it runs the instructions again.
To display letter G and make the index number as 3.
Now, Mr. Python again checks the condition. As it's false this time, the loop stops.